don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to kill anybody. I hurt anybody. She was made to take it, put it up to someone's head. It was another and pull the trigger. We found out she had been defecated on, that it was smeared all over her body and put.
In your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for what it means for mass incarceration.
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Well, then, can I ask you about mass incarceration? And do you think the movement is?
They just put Jay-Z in the Epstein blender, and now they saying he on the run. This getting crazy.
The question that we're all missing is who died to leave Jay-Z in charge? Because a couple years ago, his name wasn't the main pinnacle of music and hip hop. Who died and left him in charge?
Are we all seeing what's being revealed? Are we all paying attention to the things that are coming out from these files? Because I'm worried that I'm going to have to try and explain to somebody what I'm hearing and seeing, and I'm gonna sound like I'm experiencing psychosis because I feel like I'm experiencing psychosis.
Just when it felt like the storm around Jay-Z couldn't possibly grow darker, 50 Cent threw gasoline on the fire and reignited the chaos. And here's the twist, reports are now claiming that Jay secretly owns a full property in Bali. And if that sounds familiar, it should, because Russell Simmons allegedly disappeared to the same place, fully aware that Bali and the United States don't share an extradition agreement, meaning once you're there, you're untouchable. Now everything surrounding Jay-Z circles back to one explosive source, the Epstein files released by the DOJ just days ago. And even though the release wasn't complete, it was more than enough to send the internet into absolute meltdown. The drop exposed over 3 million documents detailing Jeffrey and his network operating like predators, alongside 2,000 videos and nearly 180,000 images showing minors being exploited by disturbing adult men. And buried inside that nightmare, the names Jay-Z and Pusha T surfaced. One document claims an anonymous victim woke up in a room with Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein. She never accused Jay-Z of touching her, but the real question is, why was he even there? She also identified Pusha T as a handler figure. According to her account, in 1996, during one of the assaults she survived, she woke to Harvey's hands inside her body while Jay-Z remained present in the room. Some rushed to defend Jay-Z, saying he wasn't famous in 1996 and wouldn't have access to those circles. But that defense doesn't hold. Because while Jay-Z wasn't yet a global icon, he was already deeply connected in underground networks, known in the streets, moving power, influence, and dangerous relationships long before fame ever found him.
You know, Jazzo and Jay-Z were in London living it big time back in like 88. They were in this huge, I'm born and raised in England, and I never saw an apartment that looked like that in England, or a flat, as we call it. I've never seen that. They lived
there for a little bit?
They were there for like, I don't know, 5 months, something like that.
This is Mooney Love confirming that Jay-Z was already in London back in 1988, living inside one of the city's most elite luxury apartments. Jay-Z wasn't some unknown nobody. He was already infamous across the country, especially on the East Coast, for being deeply connected and dangerously active in the streets. Let's stop pretending he appeared out of nowhere in 1996. He didn't. He was already established. He had already built serious power circles long before the public ever learned his name. This man didn't suddenly become dark, he always was. He may have been invisible to the masses, but to the industry, he was already known, and Epstein was already part of that same industry ecosystem at the time. Not only that, Jay-Z later formed a close personal friendship with Harvey, which proves he wasn't running from these men, he was aligning with them. And isn't it unsettling how Kanye publicly warned about Jay-Z and Pusha engaging in disturbing industry behavior long before the files ever surfaced? Jay tried to paint Kanye as unstable, saying he needed help. But now it looks different. Now it feels like fear. Fear that the past would surface. Fear that the truth would break through. And now, that truth is no longer buried, it's unfolding in real time.
Take people like Jay-Z and Pusha T, they made their living killing our people, so how the f they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much, we love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, Beyonce had the best hit for somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, about anything, go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars. Liars are now the face of our culture.
And to absolutely no one's shock, 50 Cent came out swinging, putting everything on blast without mercy. He didn't hesitate to publicly humiliate Jay-Z. He dropped those unsettling AI-style images of Jay-Z and wrote in the caption, "Damn, they really got your boy Jay and the Epstein files. I might have to make a whole documentary about this." But he wasn't finished. Not even close. 50 tightened the pressure when he resurfaced one of Jay-Z's old tracks about a PDF file fantasy, where Jay bragged about being proud of chasing a younger girl. He never named her, but the internet instantly connected the dots. People believe he was talking about Beyoncé or Foxy Brown, since he was romantically linked to both when they were allegedly underage. And at the same time, Jay-Z was already in his late 20s, nearly 30 years old. Even before the Epstein chaos and the Diddy scandal exploded, Jay-Z was already drowning in PDF accusations because of a long-standing pattern of targeting very young women. For years, rumors have followed him, including claims that he was involved with Foxy Brown when she was only 15, and that he allegedly paid for her to terminate a pregnancy, stories that have haunted his name long before any files were ever released.
Shocked when Jay said the line in Picasso Baby, yes, because we've talked about that. We have a history that supersedes music.
People couldn't ignore the eerie parallels to what Diddy did to Cassie. He began a relationship with her when she was only 19, sold her a dream of stardom and success, promised her a future in Hollywood, then slowly dismantled her career and shut every door in her face. And then there's Jay-Z's long-standing friendship with R. Kelly, which has started raising even more red flags. Because why would Jay still collaborate on a full joint album with Kelly after the world already knew what he did to Aaliyah? Kelly married Aaliyah when he was 27 and she was only 15 because she had become pregnant. And somehow, despite all of that, the alliance remained. The silence stayed. The loyalty stayed. And the questions only got louder.
The Fiesta remix and Not Guilty, and doing that and hearing how those two singles came out. We would always toss the idea back and forth, but it was just an idea, like, we can do a whole album together. And we creative people, so creative people create.
The wild thing is that according to Jay's ex, best friend Dame Dash, Jay-Z also tried to get with Aaliyah at some point, but she wasn't into him like that. And this supposedly made Jay-Z really upset. After Aaliyah died in that plane crash, people started conspiring that her death was a sacrifice set up by people at the top. Look, Aaliyah never wanted to get on that plane. She was apparently given a sedative without knowing it. And once she passed out, they put her on board. Next thing we knew, she was gone. And then there's Beyoncé, who people think was being prepped by Jay since she was 16. Actually, Jay-Z admitted in his 2007 interview with Charlie Rose that he and Beyoncé met when she was 16, but he said he waited until she turned 18 before pursuing her.
How long have you known her?
Wow, a long time.
How long? 10 years?
However long she's been recording. That's when I met her.
Well, don't you remember how long it was?
Yeah, when I met her. I mean,
was it 5 years ago? Was it?
I met her 10 years ago.
But what did you say to yourself at that time?
In fact, this video of Ms. Tina admitting to Jay-Z going behind her and Matthews back to indulge in romantic conversations with Beyoncé for an entire year went viral, and people were rightfully disgusted.
Beginning, you saw this relationship between Jay and her blossoming.
Not from the beginning, because they talked for like a year on the phone. And I was like, oh God, I don't ever remember talking to somebody for a year on the phone. Like, this is moving really slow. But, and so it took them a year to really get together. When she went to do, the movie in LA was, I think, the first time that he had been to our house for dinner. And, but they weren't dating then, and they weren't talking like that.
Anyway, going back to the PDF song that 50 Cent posted to taunt Jay-Z, well, these were the lyrics of that song.
50 Cent whacking Jay-Z.
Ho got a young girl, still not quite 21.
He recently posted a verse from Jay-Z rapping about dating young girls. Now, the song is called Young Girl / I Really Like You and is featured on Pharrell's debut solo album. In the caption of the post, 50 Cent said, I know you're gonna say I'm a hater, but what do you have to say about what he's saying, fool? LOL, get your ASS down the street. Uploaded this with a photo of Jay-Z's face photoshopped on Alien vs. Predator character. Let's just get into a couple of the lyrics. He says, Hov got a young girl, still not quite 21. Introduce themselves, oh, you're 19. No, you're lightning in a bottle, I'll give you a ring tomorrow.
You're 19? No, you're lightning in a bottle, I'll give you a ring tomorrow.
And this song came out in 2006 on Pharrell's debut album, In My Mind. At the time, he's talking about dating a 19-year-old girl and he's 36, turned 37 December 4th. What I found most interesting is he says the scenes that follow screams of horror, classic Stephen King novel. And And according to a surface level search on Google, a lot of his novels centered around child trauma, addiction, the supernatural, and the battle between good and evil. Key themes and subjects in his work include coming of age / loss of innocence. Back to the lyrics, because after he referenced the Stephen King novels, he says, "Mama don't think you should take someone so advanced in romance, you should just wait. Papa don't preach, Hove don't bite. Hove been through it, I might mold your life. Like Janet, take control of your life.
Mama don't think you should take someone so advanced in romance, you should just wait. Papa don't preach, Hove don't bite. Hoping through it, I might mold your life."
You don't gotta read in between the lines to figure out what he is talking about. He's talking about taking somebody, showing them his influence, and pretty much, honey, y'all can fill in the blank. You know, people who are going to be screaming that he is talking about a person that is legal. The fact that he was talking about dating somebody 7.
The comedian Corey Holcomb also made some wild allegations. Just listen to it, y'all.
Y'all talk all that about R. Kelly. Beyonce was on that island where they was.
Damn!
Beyonce was on island. Beyonce and the camel.
Yeah. They said she was in there like, uh-oh.
Right.
I hope I can go see her again.
She was singing and look. If you like it, put your mouth on it. This is what I'm saying. It's like you give her a pass. You give her a pass. She can have a concert and everything after she's a known participant on island. It's like people want to dismiss it. That's why you can't tell me nothing about what the media say about nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the media is going to make a bad guy out of whoever they want to be the bad.
And while we're on the topic of supposed rituals, let's talk about this video from 2024 where MIA claimed that Jay-Z and Beyonce pressured her to get plastic surgery and take part in satanic rituals that involved covering herself in red liquid, smearing black goo all over herself, and putting on devil horns.
Jay-Z and I signed to Rock Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce because that's it. And enough is enough. I'm coming for everyone now. And even Adele, when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce. Oh, I didn't want to drip myself and cover myself and swim in goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil horns to sell a record. Fuck that. Or be a witch, or be that, all of that.
And Nicki Minaj poured gasoline on the fire, unleashing a wave of tweets accusing him of being a PDF file and participating in dark, ritualistic industry practices. She then reposted a photo of Jay-Z standing beside Aaliyah when she was reportedly only 15 and wrote, "What in the F under 18 PDF behavior is this?" Now I understand why Jay-Z is trying to flee. I'm not even gonna lie, if I had his kind of money and people were accusing me of this, I'd already be on a private jet headed to a country with no treaty with the US. No shade, just facts. She added that since he can't hide behind Beyonce for sympathy this time, it looks like Jay-Z is going to have to face this storm alone. Meanwhile, the public reaction exploded. One person wrote, "Nobody ever gets convicted. Nobody ever stops these monsters, so it just keeps happening over and over again." Another said, "Even if you didn't touch anyone on Epstein Island, if you saw it and stayed silent, you're complicit." Period. Now the question turns to you. What do you think about Jay-Z allegedly preparing to flee the country? And do you believe the FBI will stop him before it's too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to click here to watch the next chaotic video unfolding in the story.